What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce Tech, and today I'm doing a review of this generic HDMI sync box. This is an LED light strip that you can put on the back of your television, and it will sync the display of that LED strip with the display on your television. I got this from Amazon for about $60. It's available in different price ranges from different vendors for up to, I've seen, $200. And you can do this with an HDMI sync box, or you can do this with a camera that is focused on your television. I don't like the idea of having an additional camera in my house, but basically what those cameras do is they focus on your television, what is being displayed, and it tries to determine what colors to produce at the edge of your screen. What I like about the HDMI sync boxes is that it takes the direct feed of your HDMI output before it reaches your television, and it interpolates what colors to display on the back of your television. So I'm kind of excited about using this product and seeing how well it works. I want to use it for cinematic purposes as well as gaming. I have a PS5 and a Nintendo Switch hooked up to my television, so I'm really curious to see how this mimics the colors that need to be displayed. So with all that being said, let's get to the unboxing. So here this is the generic HDMI sync box. Again, I bought it for $60. What does it include? It has an on-off switch, HDMI in, and HDMI out. So this can only be used with a single product at a time. So that's a little bit disappointing. I was under the impression that there might be more. So that is one shortcoming of this approach. We will only be able to do one product at a time. That would be a plus of using one of the camera systems, because there's no bottleneck when it comes to what is being displayed. Whatever is being displayed on the television will just get mimicked with the LED display. So that was one shortcoming. Of course, there's an AC adapter. Comes with two small HDMI cables. It has some clips with some 3M adhesive, manual, and then the lights themselves. Power's going to go in here. HDMI in is going to go here. The output to the TV is going to go here. And the output to the lights is going to go here. So let's go ahead and get this mounted. So the installation of the EDUP HDMI sync box was pretty simple. You just basically tape the LED strips to the back of the TV. When I was installing the LED strips, I actually made a mistake on the bottom strip. I taped it to the bottom of the TV, which was flat. Instead, you're recommended to tape it along the back side of the television. In fact, you probably want to have about a 1/2 inch or more margin from the edge of the TV, because you don't want to see those LED lights directly. Each of those individual lights can be pretty strong and they can be pretty distracting. Instead, you want them hidden as well as possible, and you only want to see the effect on the wall. Now, I would recommend getting some extra 3M double-sided tape. That is what is used to mount the LED strips, and they are already attached to the LED strips, but there is a chance that the double-sided tape is going to fall off, and you can just use some extra tape to securely mount to the TV. Now, I didn't go through the process of buttoning everything up. I wanted to make sure things were working and that everything was to my liking first. That's why you see a lot of wires hanging below the TV. It doesn't look too perfect. But the idea was that if everything was working well, I would button up everything and hide all of the wiring at the end. Now, there was a significant amount of time when I had to install the app, create an account, connect the device to my Wi-Fi, connect via Bluetooth, and after all that, I was ready to go, and I was able to start using the app, and the sync box was accurately interpolating the edges of the screen. So here's how the sync box was working with my Nintendo Switch. And in a couple of moments, I'm going to show you how this worked with my Apple TV. So here's how the HDMI sync box works with the Nintendo Switch. I used it to play Zelda, Mario Kart, Red Dead Redemption, and even Animal Crossing. I actually found that Animal Crossing was not a good showcase for this product. Definitely you can see how well this product works with Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And Super Mario Kart was very good as well.
I later attached this to my Apple TV and just started showing some Disney trailers, Marvel trailers mostly. Watching the Marvel and Disney trailers was a really good way to showcase the capabilities of this device. So I'm just going to let this run in the background, and you can take a look at some of the examples of how well this HDMI sync box was working.
So overall, I was very disappointed with the EDUP HDMI sync box. The overall functionality of the box was fine. In fact, it was very good. I thought it performed very well. I like the fact that it's a closed box. There's no camera. It's just mostly a pass-through HDMI port. That means there's no need for calibration like there is with the camera systems. But I thought it was really intrusive that it required Bluetooth access, that it required Wi-Fi access, that it required installing an app and creating an account. I was really hoping to avoid all of that. But I think the biggest disappointment was that there was only one HDMI input into the box. I know I probably should have done the research before purchasing it, but I did purchase it on sale for like $60. I think it was a Black Friday sale, so I kind of jumped the gun, got ahead of myself and just made the purchase. But ultimately, it was not the product for me. It was not the product I needed. If you need just a single HDMI input, I think it's gonna be perfect for you. But even if you only need a single HDMI input, what I didn't like about it is that it always needs to be on. Just to pass the signal through the HDMI, it has to be on. That means if you're just watching the news or if it's in the middle of the day and there's plenty of light coming in from outside, you're still gonna need to have the HDMI sync box on. Since I knew I was disappointed with this product, since I knew I was gonna be returning it, I went ahead and I bought the Govee Backlight 3 LED lighting system. I will be reviewing that very, very soon. So stay tuned to see my review of that product. One thing I did learn after purchasing the EDUP HDMI sync box was that I did realize I do need this feature in my life. I really do think this feature is a must-have if you have a home cinema, if you have a home theater system. I think it really enhances your cinematic experience if you're able to add this backlighting. And overall, I think I give the EDUP sync box 2 stars out of 5. So yeah, I'm gonna be returning this. Stay tuned for my review of the Govee Backlight 3. If you enjoy this content, remember to like, subscribe. If you like math and gambling content, check out my other channel, JackAce. Stay tuned for more tech product reviews, and peace out, donkeys.